welcome to Get Uplifted 2020. My name is Nicole, and I am so excited that you came to join us. I am here with my girl, Mayela, and I am so excited for you to get to know her a little bit more. She is an incredible makeup artist and hairstylist, and someone that I have personally worked with and assisted for fashion shows, for amazing photo shoots, and I just love everything that Mayela stands for her values with. It's more than just makeup, you know, finding inner beauty by discovering who you are and letting your true light shine, and her positivity radiates, and it's just something that inspires me every single day. And she's such an incredible person and light in this world, and I'm so excited for you to be here. Mayela, how are you?
Oh, thank you so much for having me, Nicole. Like I when you told me about this project, I really thought like this is so perfect for you, for the people, for the moment, for right now, the time that we're living right now. So I couldn't be more excited. I have known you for a lot of years, and being you such a talented makeup artist, I just feel like a lot of people are gonna be excited about this as I am and as you are, and it's just gonna be amazing. So I'm very happy to be one of the guests for this amazing project. Thank you so
Thank you.
much for having me.
Thank you so much. I mean, for sharing your time and energy with us and helping people to get uplifted and find community and resources and tools that can help them. And I'm just so grateful for you. So thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you as well, my friend. Really.
So let's get started into, so tell us a little bit about you, like what brought you to New York City? Tell us about your journey, your background. Yeah.
So, I am from Mexico. So I moved to New York. I moved to New York, what, like almost 10 years ago, which is crazy for me. I really can't believe that time flies so much in this city. It's insane. But I moved to New York because I wanted more opportunities, and not that in Mexico I didn't have opportunities. It's just like I wanted to dig more into the creative side of makeup. So I wanted to be more in editorials and commercials and lookbooks, campaigns, and all of that. So I wanted to explore that area, and I had my vision and my plan in my head. But like when I moved here, of course, a lot of other things happened, and I wasn't like expecting that. So it took me a while, years, to actually feel like, okay, this is where I am. I am in a good place, and I've been here working nonstop, very, very as excited as I started 12 years ago, because I've been doing makeup for 12 years. So it's been a while.
You are just so good at teaching and just, you know, making things digestible to understand. And I mean, I see some of your students' work that they post after your classes, and it's amazing. I'm like, Mayela, I'm blown away by everything that you've been doing and still are doing. And I feel like you've been super busy during this pandemic and 2020. I mean, you're just, talk about someone who is creating opportunities and creating, you know, the workflow that they want. Someone who's not just sitting around waiting for things to change, or, you know, after this is over. Like, she has also been someone that I've spoken to just about, you know, finding creativity and inspiration and how to make content that actually applies to people and things that will inspire. And Mayela is so amazing at doing that, and that's why I'm so excited to have you here.
I know, I love everything that you're saying, because also it is making me like go back to the whole year and my career, and in general is like kind of remembering, because when you're working so much, you forget sometimes like how much you have worked, and like how much you have achieved, and like the things that you have done before even thinking that they could work. So for me it has been a lot. Like I feel like because I moved again, I mentioned that i I am from Mexico. So the reason why I mentioned that I'm from there, and then I come to New York and I move to a new place, is because for me my career has been always about reinventing myself and like being out of my comfort zone, because I came here without a visa. I came here without any contacts, without knowing anybody. So since the beginning for me, it was like, get out of your comfort zone, look for people, look at, like, write to everybody, get in touch with everybody, Google everybody, start knowing more the language, talk more the language, because when I came here, I thought I knew English, but then in conversations I was like, I feel like I really don't know as much, and I don't know these words. And at the beginning it was hard, but this year in particular has made me, one, realize what I've done and like all the things that I achieved, and also made me more conscious of like how much we can explore and expand ourselves, and not be just on like the thing of like, oh, I was supposed to be just a makeup artist, or I was supposed to just be working on set or working backstage or doing this and that. Like, we as humans, we can develop and grow, and like we can just expand ourselves. That's why I started doing this class randomly during the pandemic also, that was called Expand Your Creativity, because I realized that growing up, I remember my mom telling me like, oh, you're so creative, I am not creative. And she used to compare me with her in terms of like, I am not so creative, because she was more into like numbers and things like that. And then, you know, reading about creativity, we are all creatives. Like, we have to be creatives to solve problems, we have to be creatives to cook, we have to be creative to do everything we do on a daily basis. Yes, so how can we expand our creativity in order to like let ourselves be our best self, basically? So I just let myself explore and like and be more open to like, okay, well, where can I grow in my career and in my personal life as well? So I've been like understanding and learning so much from this whole experience on 2020.
You know, you could say we're just makeup artists, but I mean, now look, Mayela is teaching classes worldwide in Mexico and all throughout the United States. And it's amazing to see that if you just take the limitations off yourself, I mean, the possibilities are endless, and it's so hard not to just stay with where you're comfortable. And I commend you, because that is amazing, amazing stuff that you're doing.
It is 100% something that is about letting go the fear, because the fear is always going to be there. The fear of like, and also that the negative side of our brain is gonna be there. Like, no, everybody else is doing it. Maybe it's boring. Maybe nobody's gonna care, and all these things. But that we have to be able to like come back to our neutral side, and like, or the positive side, and like push ourselves, and also let go of that side and be like, you know what, no, I'm gonna go and do it, and like see what happens. Because also another things that I realized and I learned from this year is that I didn't like the fact that I will say like, I don't know, I would have all my lists of the day of the things that I wanted to do, because I like pushing myself of like doing exercise and like finding new things to do, or like whatever I needed to do, like reach out to people or little things. And I will always put like my personal list and my like I will put my all my things, the spiritual side, the personal side, the professional side, and I will put it like together. And I will get super annoyed at the end of the day if I didn't finish something from that list, bringing me disappointment in a way, you know. Yeah. So then I changed that as well, which is very like, you know, starting from the very basics of like starting your day and being more realistic with what I was able to do on a day. So I was like, okay, I need to do all these things professionally, but I also want to take care of me personally and spiritually. So I'm gonna be realistic, and I'm gonna put like hours into all those things. So at the end of the day, even if I did 3 things from that list that are more realistic, then I feel more fulfilled. And the only way of feeling like happy with us, and like also, you know, positive and like recharged, is by doing the things that we said we were going to do. Because maybe we had them in our head, you know, like maybe these were just thoughts, like maybe I should work out, or maybe I should contact this person, or maybe this or that. But if we are not doing those things, even if we don't say it to anybody else, we are in a way disappointed at the end of the month or of the week. Like, I didn't do these things that I said to myself that I was going to do. So that's why it's very important that we are connected with each, you know, with yourself, and you know what you want to for sure achieve in every level, like personal, professionally, spiritually, and like work and make it a balance, you know, like do little steps, because at the end of the day the year will pass, and only, as you said, like only the people who actually uh, did even like little things will actually feel like, okay, well, this year I did all these things, and if I wasn't for myself, not anybody else, these things didn't wouldn't even happen.
Just coming from a place of grace when we're creating our lists and our schedules, like we said, like you take baby steps each day, and that can either be just waking up and getting out of bed, or doing something in the morning that is going to set your day, like meditation, praying, yoga, stretching, gratitude list. And I just really think that there is power in just taking little steps every single day and accomplishing things that you say you're going to do. Because I too was someone who was like, I'm going to learn to play guitar, I'm going to read a book, I'm going to buy all these things for my kit, I'm going to reach out to all these people. And you have all these thoughts and chatter and of all the things you should do. And when you have no routine or schedule, or like you don't have a job 9 to 5 like you used to, or something that you physically go to, you can feel lost in the shuffle of just, I have this time, what should I be doing? What is a priority? What is something that is going to propel me in the direction that I want to go? And I know that that can feel super overwhelming sometimes, but it's the same thing, like you said, making a list of what you can realistically get done in a day, make goals for the week. I'm a person who makes tons of lists, and there's nothing better than crossing things off.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you just got to celebrate the little things as well. And just get back to being simple. I mean, because I feel like we all have these big, grand ideas of how our days should look, and then we beat ourselves up when it doesn't look like that. And so, like you said, it's a balance of, have goals, have dreams, have accomplishments, but be realistic about them, so you're not, in turn hurting yourself. But also, once you start seeing that you're checking these things off, it's going to inspire you and motivate you to just keep doing the little things. And when at the end of the year, you'll look back and say, look at how much I've accomplished, look at the challenges that I faced and I have got through, like, you know what I mean? And we're all going through our own types of challenges, and I know that there's a lot of things out of our control, and the world seems very crazy and a little hectic at times, but I really do think the world is moving in a positive direction. And that's why I created Get Uplifted, just so we create community, because I think we need to get back to humanity and supporting each other and being there for one another. And, if anything, this time has really helped us, a lot of people, to really slow down and get clear on what is important to them, what they prioritize. And I think coming from a place of grace and just being there for one another, I mean, we can really just change this world completely.
100%, 100%. And it all starts with how you treat yourself, like how you treat yourself, how much you remember every day to be actually grateful, because we are all, we have, everybody has something to be grateful for. And like sometimes, again, like you get lost with all these like thoughts and like information outside and news, and you get overwhelmed. You have to remember that you're here, that you're okay, that you have health, that you have these persons around you, that like these basic things, that we are not supposed to be, anything. We are just supposed to enjoy the present and the moment, and like enjoy the ride, because and the today, because eventually, I always tell this to my students, like eventually you will get there. You will get to this place that you were thinking in your head. Maybe it will take you a lot more or less, but you will get there. And the most amazing thing and reward is to see back and to look back, and to know that you enjoy that process, that you were not like all stressed about it. Because I went to going to like a personal side, like I went through a divorce, and I remember a friend gave me an amazing tip, which was like, you know what, like right now you're single again, which I never thought, because I thought I was going to be married forever. And I was like so sad and worried, and like I didn't know what to expect. And it was like this kind of same feeling of like I don't know what is gonna not like what's coming next. I don't know what's coming next. I wish I could, you know, have my family here, or like things were different, but they weren't. So I remember she said like, things you know, things will be better, and you'll have your family, and you'll get married again, and you'll have all of that, because that's something that you want. But right now, enjoy the process, and enjoy the time that you're going to be also building yourself again. Like, enjoy the process. And that really changed the whole thing for me, because I was like, yes, 100%, like I will do all those things, and I will achieve that, and that will come. But right now I have to enjoy where I am. You know, I not even enjoy, like, be okay with that process of, like, if some days you're tired, if you some days you're like very like not in the mood or whatever, then give yourself pause as well,
Yeah.
to like, okay, I'm not feeling very positive today. What is it that is causing this? And let yourself feel it, and then move on, you know. But I think like enjoying the process, and like being in the process, being present, is super important for the rest of the things that will come.
It was hard for me. Trust me. I was like, no, I got this. Like, I'm cool. I'm doing my thing. I'm doing fitness, creating my own routine. And yeah, it still affects you. And you have to really just take some time to really look inside and see what's important to you. What are my values? What am I paying attention to? What am I consuming from the news or, social media? Am I being mindful? Am I
Exactly.
creating like a life that I want to live? And I think that, taking those steps of giving yourself pause if you really feel like you're in a rut, but still also doing something that just will get you out of your mental state of either just moving around, going for a walk, getting outside. The power of movement is real, and just to kind of get you out of your mind, because we can dictate how our day goes, and we are in control of if we're going to have a good day or a bad day. And yeah, things are going to be coming at us from all different directions, and things are going to be uncertain, and things are going to be unknown. But if you just continue to show up and bring some energy. And also, one other thing is, if you are feeling down, the best way to lift yourself up is to uplift someone else, and to be there for someone else, and to support someone
Yes.
else, just because, to get out of your own way and to just come from a place of serving others. I mean, you can't go wrong with that.
100%. 100%. I agree with that. Like, sometimes we're all so very much in our heads that we don't even see how other people are feeling. Like, just these little things of like saying like to your doorman, or to the people in the grocery store, like, have a great day, looking at these people's eyes, and like being present again, not just being in your phone, or just being completely distracted by your own thoughts. Like, actually be there for others, and like just give them something. I was actually reading this from a book that recommended that, just like giving something for somebody, and it doesn't have to be a material thing. It can be just like saying thank you, or saying you look great, or I love your shirt, or like things
Yeah.
like that just make someone else feel better.
Yes, or
Well,
feel seen even too. Like, I mean, if you genuinely
exactly.
ask someone, "How are you doing today? How are you feeling? Are you okay?" And I feel like that, like, in itself, like, even the people, I feel like, when we have masks on, I feel like it's one more. It's almost like a hat and like sunglasses. It's almost like, oh well, they're not seeing me, and they're not paying attention to me. But like, I think we need to start saying hello to people and looking people in the eyes again, because I even notice sometimes when I'm walking down the street and I'm in my own walking boaty, and I have my mask on, and I'm all bundled up and everything, you feel like, you're passing all these people by, and everyone's like looking down at their phone, this and that. But I think we need to start engaging, and just at least like, saying hello, waving,
Exactly.
making eye contact, like you said, because it is a time right now where everyone's like, oh, we got to stay away from each other, which I completely agree. Like, this is perfect. But I think that we can still, like, when you're passing by someone, acknowledge them, like, say hello. If you're,
Exactly.
like, hold the door for the Amazon guy who's bringing all the packages to your building. You know what I mean? Like, say hello to your, yeah, don't get close to people, but like, say hello to your neighbors, and see if they're, check in with them, see if they're doing okay, see if there's anyone who needs groceries while you're going out. You can pick something up for them. Like, just little acts of kindness that I feel like I've
100%.
been thinking about.
I agree. I need to actually do the things that I said that I wanted to do, but I never had the time to do, like painting, and like exploring, because I used to paint before I was doing makeup since I was little, and I missed that so much. And I will paint for my apartment, but I wanted to paint more. Like, so I did. First of all, I literally, my entire living room is completely full with canvas and like,
Way of
and you know what, like doing that and sharing it on Instagram, like there's so many that, like I started doing classes, painting classes, because people were like, I want to have a class, I want to have a painting class. So so I was like, why not, like let's just have fun, we cannot see each other, so let's just do a class. I did like three painting classes online via Zoom.
Yeah.
And it was so nice because it doesn't have to be something that you are perfect about it. It's just like, you, by exploring something new, you actually expand your creativity and you put yourself out of the regular things that you would do. You learn from that process, and like that, there is when the creativity start to flow and your ideas start to flow as well. So you start to like, maybe you're painting, but you're like so motivated that like, I don't know, that creates something, this energy that just brings you more ideas of like what you can do. So for me it was through painting, and then from that, like I started meditating as well. I started like really putting myself in meditation mode for like at least 3 times a week for like 1 hour and a half, which was a lot of time. I had never before experience meditation, because I usually pray, and I will like, you know, yeah, by prayer I will like get that peace of mind as well. But these breathing exercises made me like actually clear my mind so much. And also that helped me to also be able to write all my ideas and in a clearer way. So I was like, okay, I've loved to teach, and right now I want to continue teaching. How can I actually make it work? So I literally wrote everything down, and like in a matter of like 2 weeks, I launched my classes online, and now I have more than 60 students online right now, and I'm like doing more and more, and I just feel like not only I'm teaching, I'm like also as you are creating right now a community, and like I feel amazing that something that I want to do is like transforming to something that other people also are loving as well, and like is helping other people to find this time for themselves. So my point with all of this is like, you don't have to teach. You like, for me it was painting, teaching, and like getting out of my comfort zone, because I'm not a technique, you know, I don't know about lights and all of these, and I had to look into options, and like also get into, you know, like I had to design my own website and all of that, because before I had a graphic designer, right now I don't. So all these things that are hard, it wasn't like smooth and perfect, but um I was super focused, and I was like, I'm gonna do it. And then if it doesn't work, it's fine, but at least I tried, because I said I wanted to do it, so I'm gonna do it. And now I've seen like amazing things through this. But it can also happen that you're doing something and that those things take time, you know, like is for me it was this way. But like the most important thing is like to continue trying to be constant in whatever it is that you want to do, and then you will start seeing like how doors are opening, you know. And those things, like I feel like life will give you so much more when you're like moving forward and like trying new things, and at least trying and putting yourself out there, rather than putting yourself into this box of like being scared of anything, you know, like being scared of doing something new. Even like people who want to do Instagram, and they want to do videos, and they're so scared. They feel like, I used to think that I wasn't a right person, or like with the perfect face to show how to do makeup, because my eyes are kind of like deep. I don't know, it's like we all have like all these things that we think we're not as good or as ready, but we're never going to be ready, you know. We're never going to be ready. We just have to try. We just have to try and go for it. And little by little, is crazy when you look back and you're like, whoa, I've learned so much about these things that I that I didn't even realize that I was going to learn so much. So that is the greatest gift, that you're learning, you're growing, and you're finding new things in your path.
I think that everything that you said was spot on. I totally resonate with like the power of writing things down. A lot of people don't it take time to write down and get things out of your head. They're like, oh, it's in my head, I'll remember. No, there's something about the power of your
Right.
brain when you write something down, just it like makes it something that is a goal and a tangible thing that your brain can read and understand, and something for it to work towards. And I also agree that, like, just getting out of your own way of who you think you are as a person, like, I am this, I am that, this is my purpose, and this is what I did before this, there's no way I'm going to expand. That's just limiting yourself. I agree 100% with, getting clear on what exactly it is you want, but also being open and led to a direction. I mean, I'm in the same boat. I don't know if I said this on here yet or if I told you, but I took this time that I knew that, physical fitness and working out was such a passion and something that really helped me through the pandemic, of just creating routine and time for myself, and just, moving my body to just get out of my mind. And actually during this like pause and, time that has been a little bit slower, I'm actually in school right now with NASM, and I'm studying to become a personal trainer, nutritionist, and
Wow,
digital health coach. So I'm
that's so
like,
exciting,
that's
Nicole.
thank you. And so I'm very excited because I mean, I would have never guessed that I would, do something other than makeup. I was always like, what am I going to do? I also paint. These are some of my paintings from back in college. And I was like,
Wow, I didn't know that.
I know, I was
That's
like, I don't
wow,
really tell anyone, but I'm like, so I was like, why not
wow.
use these as like a background?
That's
And
so cool. That's
thank
super cool.
you. But
And you're
just like
like really good
broadening.
with details. I can tell.
Thank you. I was like,
Wow.
before, my teachers used to be like, what, can you paint anything else other than like women? And I was like, I don't know. That's all I want to paint. And then I went to makeup school and I was
Wow.
like, it all makes sense now. Okay, cool.
Wow.
Um,
I love it. I love it.
thank
For
you.
real.
Thank
Wow.
you.
I didn't know this
And
about you.
thank you. Yeah. And it's, I think we just need to take the limitations off of ourselves. Like, we are more than what we think we are in our head, and we are being guided in a divine way, or whatever you believe in,
100%.
just listening to that quiet inner voice and just getting clear on, the direction you want to, you personally, what like want to live, and the direction of your life you want to go in. And
Yes, I also think like with that same thought, like sometimes you think that it's gonna come as like, oh, you're gonna be this as like CEO of this company or whatever, and like it goes down to like the very basic things that makes you happy, you know.
yes,
So like for me also a good tip that anybody can use is like maybe asking yourself or the people who know you very well, what do you think I am good at? Like how, like what are the things that you think that I am like really really amazing at? Maybe it's organizing, maybe it's fitness for me. I remember when I was talking to you, I was like, you are so great with motivation, with fitness, with makeup, with like positivity, like all these things for me are like parts of like who you are, you know, because those things are things that you have shared with me, and I'm sure with others as well. So maybe, you know, you can explore all of these, and right now you are doing that. So
I
it's
mean,
crazy how
it,
everything connects.
it's so crazy. I mean, honestly, like, I really do feel like having the conversation that we did back in the summertime, of just like, it planted the seed of just, finding the things. Mayela told me to just, like she said, find the things that you're passionate about, things that you love. And even if people tune in or they don't, it doesn't matter. You're making content that makes you happy and feel fulfilled. And I really do feel like that conversation is what, like, got in my mind, and it like stewed for a little bit and then just came about. And it's so crazy because if you would have told me in the beginning of 2020 that, like, I was like, working, doing this as a makeup artist, if you would have told me that I would be also heading into the fitness world and the fitness industry, and then also putting on a digital event and community in 3 weeks, I would have been like, okay, cool, that's cute.
Yeah,
No, that's
exactly.
insane. But it's like, it's crazy. And like we were saying, like, if you're just open to see where it leads you, instead of being so like hanging on for dear life for the comfort of the things that I mean, you will shock yourself.
Yes, for sure, for sure. And then, yes, you are gonna realize like, wow, all these thoughts and ideas and basic things that I love, I can also do and work, you know, and make those things my work or my daily practice, or, you know, who
Yes.
knows. So I think just letting yourself believe more on like the basic things that you love on a daily basis, and then start writing different ideas, and then start doing some little things, doing some steps forward to see where those things lead you.
Yes, definitely. And also getting people involved, or, just reaching out to people and asking them, like, look, I didn't know what exactly I was thinking or what I was trying to accomplish, but I just knew that Mayela inspired me. And I reached out to her and said, hey, do you have time to chat on the phone for a few minutes? I didn't know what we were going to talk about or
That's
anything. It was
true.
just nice to connect, and just like taking little steps of just reaching out to someone, ask someone if they want to have coffee over Zoom or do a happy hour, or just like kind of just brainstorm or chat. I mean, I know that this is, a lot of people are in Zoom burnout, and we're spending a lot of time on the computer, but if you take some time to make genuine connections with people, and just explore that, and just coming from like another time saying, coming from a place of serving and just seeing what you can offer to someone else, you never know what the two of you can come together and collaborate on.
Yeah, for sure. 100% I agree with that too.
So what are some of your favorite self-care tips or makeup tips, beauty tips, just to help someone if they're feeling kind of funky and they're like, all right, I want to do something for me?
Ooh, I have so many tips. I feel like for me, it starts 100% with taking a bath, like a warm bath. That like puts me in the mood of like, oh, like peaceful gratitude, like starting over, like it just relaxes me and like takes me to a nice place. So I do that, and then after having like a nice bath, I have a face roller, or also you can use a washa. And if you don't have any of those, you can also Google and like look into YouTube videos on how to do face massage with your hands. So like there's so many like knots. No, I don't know how you say, like knuckles, or how do you,
Yes, like
in English? I don't
muscles
know.
or joints or
Yeah, like all these, like you have so much tension
tension.
in your
Yeah.
face around this area, and like around your cheekbones, and even in your ears, just like by
Ooh,
putting like pressure in your ears is crazy. Like try it on yourself, or like even your
oh my,
boyfriend, your husband, whatever it is. For real, this just relaxes you
I
so
feel
much. It's just like, it's pressure, so it's pure
oh my
pressure,
god.
like going in, like especially places that you will never really think. And like, so like here on this area, I will like push up and then go here and then go down, and like
Ooh,
massage also my neck. So it's like going up, and then you stop here, you like kind of
oh, that feels good.
pressure here, and then you push down, and like do these like
Ooh,
pressure, and it just feels so nice. And there's so many exercises that you can look into YouTube to do, like while you are applying a moisturizer, you can do these face massages, and for real is like so nice. It's a lot of self-love, one-on-one. And after that, in terms of makeup, well, my tip number one is to know that there are no rules, and that the first thing is, and the most important thing is, that you are giving yourself time to know yourself more, to see your face, to see your eyes, to see your brows, to see your nose, your lips, the structure and the symmetry of your face. So like when you're applying makeup, just give yourself those 10-15 minutes or more, if you have time, to actually see like where you want to apply a little bit of color. And like if you want to push a little bit yourself, maybe instead of just adding like the regular eyeshadow or the regular eyeliner, look for a little bit of a change of colors. Like for me, I love adding like instead of a black eyeliner, like a darker blue,
mm,
um, or a darker green. And like start looking into like adding a little bit of a twist in your regular makeup routine, because it's crazy how much makeup makes us feel, and it changes the energy of our entire day. So
yes.
like don't do it just because you're gonna go out. Like do it like just to know a little bit more of your face, and like what goes nicely with your skin tone and with your eyes and your lips and everything in general. So I think starting from like the bath, like skincare, prepping your skin, and like makeup, all of these things are ways on like giving yourself self-love, and as well meditation and working out, because by working out you take so much energy, and like it's I love it. Like I really, I'm not as good as you, Nicole,
Oh,
but like
no one's as good as anyone.
for,
No, no, no. It's
for
if
real.
you show up, you are good.
Exactly. It's just a matter of like, okay, I'm just gonna give myself 10 more minutes to do my facial massage, and like that is gonna put me in a different mode. Or like, you know what, today I've been like super stressed, I'm just gonna meditate for 10 minutes before going to sleep, or like it's gonna be the first thing I'm gonna do tomorrow morning. And like, if you say you're gonna do it no matter what. That is your priority, because that's your word. And if you don't again, if you don't do what you say you're gonna do, that is gonna at the end of the day make you feel bad. So another tip before we finish this topic
Mm-hmm.
is sometimes we end up saying like, I don't have enough time. And I started practicing waking up earlier, 1 hour earlier, which is, you know, it's hard, but that hour earlier made me be able to actually meditate, because in a regular basis maybe I wouldn't find the time on a day. Or like, if you don't have the time to work out, then wake up early. If you don't have the time to read, wake up early. If you don't have the time to like shower and like do all these things for you, wake up early. You know, like
Yes.
all these things can be achieved sometimes by making these little changes throughout the day, and like making yourself the time. I feel like one of the things for me is like, I have so many ideas and things that I want to do, but realistically I want to focus on giving more classes online, because that's something that is just growing so much, and I am enjoying it so much. I started doing classes in Spanish, but now I want to also teach in English, and I want to bring you on board for one of the classes, so expect that for sure. I'm
Thank
super
you.
excited. And then I also want to, well, I am working on bringing one product, because I designed a makeup brush like two
Yes.
years ago. I want to redesign it and like bring another brush like that to the market. And then also I want to continue working on Within the Trend, which is a blog that I started also this year. And basically it's a beauty blog where I am sharing tips about self-care, self-love, also makeup, hair, skincare. And I want to also involve more professionals into that blog. So there's so many things. I feel like the sky is the limit. I'm super excited for 2021, and I can wait. Like, I can wait to also see this project growing. And I already have so much ideas of how we can both work together and like help each other to build these platforms.
I love that. I love that so much, Mayela. And I'm so excited for all the steps you're taking to, not waiting until 2021 to, turn things around and to take action. And I love all the things you're creating with community. And guys, like literally you have to go follow her Instagram and these classes. Mayela is an incredible teacher. Where can people find you? What would be the best way for people to get in touch with you?
They can follow me on my Instagram. My personal Instagram is Mayela Vazquez Beauty, and Within the Trend is at Within the Trend. Those are my two Instagrams right now. And then the classes are gonna be on mayelavazquez.com.
I love it. Mayela, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you spending your afternoon with us and spending your time and energy just helping to uplift others and to give people tools and motivation and something to look forward to in the end of 2020.
Thank you, Nicole, for doing this for me, for everyone else who is watching. And I really can't wait to see how this grows, because I already know that is like so special. It's a project that is going to help so many people, and I couldn't be more proud of being your friend, and being also a part of the process of all this year. So thank you so much for having me. Thank you for inviting me, and we'll keep in touch for sure.
Yeah, I can't wait to collaborate. This is going to be amazing. We're going to keep growing these communities and these platforms, and I just can't wait to see where they lead.
It's gonna grow so much, I'm sure, my friend.
Thank you so much,
Sending you a
Mayela.
big, big, big hug from here, and hope to see you soon.
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon.
Yes.